What's going on, Feed the Beasters, YouTubers, friends, family, whoever happens to be watching me do this nonsense? JD here with another episode of JD Plays Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved on the Zekrit server. And I've been doing stuff, as usual. I've moved my mob farm. Well, not my mob farm, but all of the caches, all the caches from the nether into the overworld. So I no longer have to go to my mob farms for anything except for to fill them up with ender pearls to keep them running. And I'm going to probably be automating that soon as well. But as you can see, we've got a lovely 31,000. I don't know if you can see that up here at the top of the screen. Watch right up here. Go away. 31,861 blaze rods in there. Beautiful. So we've got lots of loot. I still haven't perfected my inventory system, but I'm getting a lot of gold. Look at this. That's without ore. I haven't used any of my ore. This is all the gold nuggets, and I broke down all the gold swords. Let's go take a look upstairs real quick. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. We're going slow. We're going slow. We need to go grab something. There we go. We've got so much stuff to show you guys. I tried recording twice, two different times last night, and I was having some crazy internet problems, and it was really, couldn't stream. It was causing me all kinds of issues. So what I've been doing is I've been filling up these caches with repaired golden swords from my repair system, melting them down in here, and having them auto-pour as ingots via this. And look at this. Look at that beautiful gold. So much gold. We'll have to move that downstairs in a little while. I'm not doing it right now. You'll notice that my lovely little satchel's down here at the bottom. Satchel, see, resonant satchel. It's glowing. It has changed. It has magically changed. Let me go get this gentleman's name right quick. We had this lovely little comment from Diver Dan. Diver Dan was on Let's Play episode 18, Flight of the Crafter. And he told me, you should enchant those resonant satchels. And so I did, and look. Not only did I get holding 4, which is what he told me to put on there, I got soulbound. These things will go with me if I die. Now, I had told you guys, I put it on both, by the way. I told you guys when I was recording last night, I made myself a golden bag of holding, which is pretty easy. It's just some wool, some gold ingots, diamond, chest, block of gold, more wool, gold, more wool. That gets your golden bag of holding. If you then combined it with some magical wood, it gives it reincarnating 1. So this bag stays with me through death. These bags stay with me through death. I don't lose my inventory too much anymore. Because remember, I made all my boots are soulbound, and legs are soulbound, and helmet soulbound, and then I was like, you know what, I want to try something. Boom, jetpack is soulbound. Oh my goodness. So I was like, wait, I can make a jetpack soulbound? Is there something special about this Soulbound Enchant? And so I decided, let's test it. Soulbound wrench. What? Soulbound pickaxe. Soulbound arrows. Soulbound bow. I soulbounded every single tool I have. In theory, if I die, all my stuff should just stay with me now. It's freaking awesome. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I don't know if it's supposed to work, but yeah. Anyways, this holding 4. Boom, man. Look at the size of these. 1, 2, 3, that's an inventory. 1, 2, 3, that's an inventory. And then 2/3 of another inventory. That's a lot of space in a single bag. I've got that in double bags. But that's not all. Let me think. What did I do with them? I put them somewhere. They're probably in this. You can do the same thing to these Resident Strong boxes. Holding 4 on each of them. Look at these bad mama jammas. Look how big these things get. Look at this. 8 by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8 by 13. That's oh my god big. It's like almost diamond chest big. I don't know, it might even be diamond chest big. But that's awesome stuff. So I've got a lot of inventory space now. I shouldn't even really be using this anymore, but I am. Anyways. So I've been kind of at a crossroads of doing a few things, you know, working out some problems that I wanted to work on, like getting my recycling system off the ground. And I thought, oh, let's go for big reactors, right? So I started getting all the stuff ready to make casings for big reactors. And as I got into it, I was like, okay, what am I going to need? I'm going to need some yellorium fuel rods. Cool. Oh crap. I've got to make these pellets of RTG fuel. How do I make that? Well, I'm going to need plutonium. Well, I can't get plutonium unless I start breaking down stuff in a thermal centrifuge. And by stuff, I mean depleted MOX cells, right? So I'm going to have to deplete these cells somehow to get this plutonium. I think. I don't know. I'm going to have to look around and figure out how to get plutonium. Because I've never really gone the nuclear route. I always just build up enough power other ways. But I've decided this time I'm going to go that route. So I'm going to have to build one of these thermal centrifuges. Alright, so let's look at that. Thermal centrifuge. Okay, well I've got most of this stuff made actually because I started recording it last night, like I was saying. So I've got the electric motor made. It's right there. I think I've even got that advanced alloy made somewhere. Let's look. Maybe in here? Nope. Let's see. I've got some other cool stuff to show you too. Don't worry. We got so much fun stuff to look at today. What'd I do with that block? I know I've got it. It's hidden. It's hiding from me. It does not want to be found. I got some Enderium bling going on right here. And I've got that going on because I have been making, although I don't, I've been making more Enderium. I think I'm out of Ender Pearls. Let's go grab some more Ender Pearls for the machine. Bloop, bloop. I should really set this up in a larger quantity. Oh, I only had enough room for one? Are you kidding me? Give me another one. Alright, so we got some Enderium smoking up, and as it pumps out, it's pumping straight over into its box over here, so we're up to 33 right now. Things are getting a little bit better with our sorting system, but it's still got a long ways to go. Now, what did I do with all that stuff I was building last night? So I already made this right here, and this is a nuclear reactor. Let's look at that right quick. Nuclear, I can't spell. Nuclear. Why can I not spell today? Oh, nuclear. Anyways, yeah, I can't spell. It's pretty easy. Dense lead plates are just 9 lead plates in a compressor. That was no problem. Generator, we already had one of these laying around from when we made some stuff earlier and needed EU power. So this was just kind of kicking back. I just grabbed one of those. Advanced circuit, we've made plenty of these. I have the recipe stored in this box over here. It's just some redstone chipsets, intricate circuit boards, which was gold and redstone in the carpenter. Your electronic circuit, which is really easy. Base materials. And then you combine that around with some basic capacitors. So pretty simple. And that gets you your advanced circuit. Okay. So the only thing that was left was to make these reactor plates. Well, that's this basic machine casing and more lead plates. These are really easy. Just some iron plates and iron chipsets. So the nuclear reactor is not hard to produce at all. Why do we need it? I could be wrong. I don't know this for a fact. But what I am hoping is that just like with these RTG, or just like with this other one, this tiny pile right here, let's see, I can put depleted uranium fuel rods into this thermal centrifuge, and to get those I'm going to have to burn up the uranium fuel rod, I would assume, and that will let me get the tiny piles of plutonium that I need to be able to make yellorium fuel rods. Which at that point we can get into big reactors finally. I wanted to look at something on here right quick. Liquid fueled boiler firebox. So boiler box. I haven't played with boilers in a very long time. But I know that you can use this to make steam somehow. And I'm kind of thinking about doing something along those lines. Anyways, we'll look at that later. I don't want to get sidetracked. So I've got that right there. We can set that up to produce EU for us. There's probably a way to convert that EU into RF, I'm sure, using these immersive engineering stuff. But yeah, we've got that. We just need to do some setup on that. What else were we going to show off? Okay, we got lots of cool toys and stuff to play with now. Some are useful, some are not. But I've got to find them all to show them to you, because I've been moving things around all day. So these were pretty cool. I was trying to use these to figure out how I was going to move a certain set of items I wanted to do some stuff with. And it just was not working out very well. What these things do, let me see, do I have a couple of chests? Yeah, right here, these will work. Put a diamond chest here and a diamond chest there, so there's one block of space between them. You put these little bad boys in between something like this, and these are called item translocators. Now, if the middle square is set out like this, that means they're both outputting, they're both exporting. We want to right click one, and now it's importing, and look, it's trying to shoot things across. So if we put something in here, it's going to get shot across, and you can actually see it getting shot across. Look at that. That's pretty wicked. And it just moves things from one chest to the other. Now there's different upgrades you can do to these things, so they're kind of cool. Let me see if I can find one of the upgrades right quick. Right here. Okay. So if we take a diamond and right click that middle, it changes this to where it allows you to put a filter on it now. You can regulate it, okay? So I can come in here and I can say that I want this to accept lapis, and I want it to take 5. I want it to always have 5 inside. So if we swap these, right click, no. And you just shift right click to take it back off, by the way. So it's going to kick everything out up to 5. It's going to keep 5 in its inventory at all times. That's pretty spiffy. Now here's I don't think that, yeah, I was going to say it'd be really cool if it would go retrieve 5 more, but it won't. It'll just make sure that it will spit all of them but 5 out. So that's kind of cool. We'll leave those there for now. We don't need them for anything. I'm not using them. I just made them because I wanted to figure out how they worked and what they did. What else did I make? Let's look around. I know what one thing I made is. Let's see if I can find it. That's my quarry stuff, although it's mixed in with everything else now. Did I put it up in here somewhere or something? It may be downstairs. I got all kinds of crazy projects going on downstairs, let me tell you. I am so confused right now as to what I have where. Alright, let's put this back in here. I don't need that stone. Oh, and I got my problem in the nether with my mob farm worked out finally. To where those magma cubes no longer block my path. Alright, we're going to head downstairs. Oh, and I named all my tools whenever I was fixing everything up. So, let's go down here right quick. So I've been doing a lot of work over here. And I finally figured out how to get this item router working. So that I no longer have a huge stockpile of crappy enchanted gear. Instead I have a tiny crappy stockpile of enchanted gear at the moment. But what happens is I pump items out of my ender chest. So say my mob farm had killed some stuff and there was enchanted gear in here. This one would pull out iron pieces, and I'm ignoring metadata and I'm ignoring NBT data. I think I've shown you guys the advanced item filters. I don't know. I haven't edited episodes in a few days because I've been really busy. So like I uploaded a week's worth of episodes Monday, and then I haven't had time to edit in a while. But using these, I'm ignoring the metadata, so it doesn't matter how damaged they are, and I'm ignoring the NBT data, so it doesn't matter if they're enchanted or not. This particular extractor will pull out only leather, only iron. I'm missing the iron chest. This one will pull out only gold and golden swords, and only chain. And it will send them into this item router. Item router is going to take anything that has falling 4, feather falling, last stand 2, protection 3, fire protection 3, soulbound, unbreaking 3, or haste 3. Any one of those enchants. And it has to be of that level. And it will send that down the red path, which puts it into this chest right here. So as you can see, unbreaking 3, soulbound. Anything else, anything at all, will travel out of an unmapped direction. Now currently, the only unmapped direction that's available is green, right here, blue, which is what we're inputting into, so it can't go out that way, black, which is what's on the bottom, so it can't go out that way. So that only leaves the ability to go down green. Okay? Yellow I have blocked. Nothing can go down unless it happens to be a liquid XP tank. So down green, we pull things out. And right now, it looks like I have it turned off. Not sure why. Anyways, there's a trash can here, and then it goes into this chest. Now this trash can will only allow leather items and bows to go inside of it. So if I pull out, for some reason, a bow gets into my system, or leather comes through here that didn't go into the enchanting pile, it goes straight in the trash. Any leather that goes into the enchanting pile, along with any other enchanted items, will get pulled into the auto disenchanter, where we will break them down using these books, and I have a hardened cache for books when I want to make some more. The enchant will go onto the book, the item will be pulled out and sent into this chest, and then if it happens to be leather, it will be pulled back out and thrown in the trash can. Anything else will stay in here until I set my repair system back up, because I was using it earlier but I disabled it. The repair system would pull things in, repair them, kick them back out. Now if you look, I've got books up here. You can't tell which ones are which. I kind of know which ones are. For example, that's Soulbound. What is that I have 26 of? Let's find out. So that's Protection 3. I have 47 of Unbreaking 3. I have 8 of Last Stand 2. And I have 6 of Fire Protection 3. And then I think this is Respiration 2. Okay? So you're going to get some enchants that, you know, as you pull things off, because like for example, if we look at this, it's got 2 other enchants on there. Projectile Protection 4. What's going on there, Envy? So this is all the books that I've been pulling crap off of that I'm not currently storing. And we may grab some of them later, but most of these will probably go into making like magic wood or something like that. So, a bunch of enchanted books right there. Now, where is... And this is all the items that I've actually repaired up. So I can take these upstairs down into the smeltery. These are going to kick me back like 8 or 9 gold ingots. These are going to kick me back steel. So that's the big advantage, is being able to melt down steel out of these. It's worth it to recycle that, in my opinion. Now, let's look at what we got going on in here. Do I have it? Yeah, right there it is. Okay. Well, the other things that I had set up that I was going to show you guys is we'll need this. And what did I do with my tank? Right here. Okay. So, with the Auto-Anvil, you can choose if you put, you know, a pair of enchanted legs in here and you want to repair them but maintain the enchantment, you can do repair only off, and it will attempt to repair the item and keep the enchant on, but it will consume essence in the process. Well, I don't have any essence, but I have tons of experience. So I needed to find a workaround that would allow me to convert experience into essence. And I did. And it's this sewer right here. Sewers are awesome. They're disgustingly awesome. So let's grab this sewer. We'll just come over here to do this so we can show it off without messing up my system. So we're going to take an XP tank and we'll drop it right there. And we'll use one of these little experience shrines. So this guy can sit right up here. And it's got a little bit of experience in it right now. We're going to set up a tank, or a sewer, right here. And before I do this, I have a lever somewhere. I need to find it. Hang on. Right there it is. So I'm just going to set up a lever here so that I can control this a little bit better. Lever, lever. Beautiful. To go, now what I need is I need to get the liquid XP out of this tank and into this sewer, and that will make essence. Okay? From there, it's easy to deal with. To do that, we're going to use this Open Blocks XP shower. And we're just going to plug it on the side of that tank, and there you go. It's going to start to fall out. It will fill this up, and now you can convert experience directly into mob essence. And as we know, I've got 2, you know, fairly substantial mob farms. So let's go see how much experience I have stored right now. So in this one, we have 518 levels worth of experience stored up. That's actually a lot more than 518 levels, because if I grab 10 levels out right now, I'm level 15. That didn't even barely move it. I mean, it's gorgeous. So I don't ever have to worry about experience again. Furthermore, I could make a literal metric ton of mob essence if I wanted to. So that's a pretty cool little trick. Yeah, one of the cool tools that I made. What else have I not shown you guys since I've been off for a few days here? Let me check something. Where are we at? Right here. Alright. Now I've been making these gates, and I'm using them for a special setup. So part of the problem that I'm encountering with the Auto-Anvil and being able to repair it is that it takes 2 of whatever item you want to use to repair. So let's say I want to take this projectile protection chest and I'm going to use it to repair this chain chest. Right? Or there's right here, we'll use this one. This one's almost, it's higher. So if I come in here and I pop this bad boy in, let's pull this out first, and I'm full of energy, and then I put this one in, this is where it's going to repair to. Okay, well, let's let it go. No, we're out of power. We need some real power. Okay, let's pull this capacitor out, and we'll put this one back in. There we go, all juiced up. Okay, I don't want to keep the enchant. Watch how quickly the work rises now. A minute ago I was trying to keep the enchant. I don't care about the enchant. So it takes 2 of these to repair this. Well, if it's the last one that I have in the chest, like this, and it gets sucked into there, then it's going to clog the system. And I can't repair anything else until it clears the system. So I need a way to make sure that when I'm sending items into this Auto-Anvil, I'm sending 2 of the same kind every time to get things repaired. Otherwise, I don't want to send anything forward and clog up the system. And there you go, I got a fully repaired chain chest. That's going to give me 288 micro buckets of steel. That's 2 steel ingots for that chest. Worth it. And we'll just drop that into here. Yeah. Okay, so I've come up with a system that lets me do this, that will let me handle putting 2 items at a time. And there are probably better systems. I know there are once we get into applied energistics. But for now, what we can do is this. These are mini chests. They hold 1 item. The idea is that we will put all of one type. So for example, all of my gold chests, all of my gold pants, all of my gold boots, all of my gold helms will go into those. 1 chest and 1 chest will come into this. Once there's a single chest in each of these, and we'll test this by putting a mini chest in here and a mini chest in here. This logic gate will be set, and it will say, okay, if anything is in my inventory, I want to turn on a red pipe signal. Okay? Cool. And over here we'll say, if anything is in my inventory, I want to turn on a blue pipe signal. Okay. So in this middle one, we'll say, okay, if I get a blue pipe signal and I get a red pipe signal, I will turn on a redstone signal. What does that mean for us? What is that going to do? Well, right now it's not going to do anything because I don't have this piece of item duct hooked up. And I just did, and you saw what happened. So items go in the inventory, assuming they're getting sucked out of the chest. If I have another inventory sitting right, say, here, I can tell this piece of pipe to insert, and these are extracting, and they extract on a redstone signal. So when this redstone signal turns on, it activates this and this to suck the item out and send it into here, and we get 2 of them. Which means all that needs to happen now is that this pipe ties into some type of a network that goes into the Auto-Anvil, and I will always send 2 items at a time because it will only accept items of the same type. Once one's in, it will only accept another one of that type. And I can always send only 2 items through the network that way. So it's kind of a bulky solution, but it is a solution, and it will work for now until I can get into ME. And that will allow me to handle any form of armor that enters my system from my mob farms, and I will be able to smelt them back into ingots and get back fully repaired armor. So that's pretty awesome. I could do the same thing with leather and iron. Right now I'm just going to handle chain on this side, gold on this side. I may set up leather and iron later because you need leather to build your other armor sets. Iron, obviously, I can melt back down and get iron back out of. But that's going to be the logic that I use to do this. I may end up moving these down to here instead of up here to make it easier to bring the conduit up to get back to there, and I can have the feed to get in come in from below, so I can have them feeding something like this. So this would be feeding the chest from the main line up top. We would move these gates down over this section of the pipe, or actually probably We want this gate just to move down in front of this, basically. And it would still kick on, it would cause the suction, and this would travel up back into the main system to go to the Auto-Anvil. So that's what I got going on down there, and that's what I'm working on. And I've got all the filters that I need for these pipes already constructed. They're sitting inside of this group of item conduit right now. So we've almost got that system completed. So yay! I do want to upgrade some of my capacitor banks soon to the 25 million RF capacitor banks. These hold 5 million. I want to... What? Quadruple layer capacitor pack. Holds 10 million. Oh, it's your jet packs. Okay. Yeah, I want to upgrade to this vibrant capacitor bank. 25 million per. That's pretty smexy. It's going to take 2 of these. I think there's a secondary recipe that you can do. Yeah. Where instead of using these at all, we can just use electric steel. But it requires 2 more octatic capacitors instead of just these 2. So, a bit of vibrant alloy, which I think I've got like 64 of that built up or something. So I'm probably going to make some of those pretty quick as well. How are we doing on time? You still with me there, Infy? You're being awful quiet, buddy. I haven't really done anything new outside the base. We'll go take a quick trip to the nether. Now let's take a look at what we changed there. So, our nether, most things are still the same. Except for I'm getting a crap ton more zombie spawns. Which we're just going to pretend like aren't even here. I got my bow? I do. It is time to snipe. Pew! 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 Are you kidding me? Come here, shorty. I hate zombie kids. Pew! Honest. I know you're down there. I see you. Stand still. Little freak. Alright, let's... Whoa, 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 look at that. That's my, like, mob farm right there. They're, like, swarming it. I'm gonna have to, like, put an iron door or something in there to protect that thing. What are you doing? No, we don't want any of your cookies. Die. Oh, oh, shoot the little freak. He's hiding. There he is. Oh, I missed. Get him. I missed again. Kill him. I can't shoot. Whatever. I'm just going to kill your dad. And your uncle. And your grandpa. Die, zombies. Alright, let's get my sword out. Try to mess around. Anyway, so what we did to change this is, for a while there I was running double turtles right here, and I really want to get a second turtle put back on. I moved my world anchor from over there into here because I figured out that it probably wasn't doing a good job of keeping the mob farm fully active. Where I had it sitting originally was back here, which if you know anything about world anchors, with it sitting in here, it meant it had this chunk loaded. It meant it had this chunk to the left loaded, the chunk over there loaded, this chunk loaded, and then one more that direction. I'm sorry, yeah, one more that direction. Well then, with it being in here, that means while it would keep this chunk here and that chunk loaded, which are good, when we get upstairs to the main part of the mob farm, I don't think it actually was going to be keeping this entire area loaded. Only a portion of the mob farm was working. So we moved it into here, and now it will keep the entirety of the mob farm working. Now I've also changed the script on these guys. They're swinging a lot faster. Before I had them swinging every like 2 seconds. Now they're swinging every 0.05 seconds. So he's killing a lot quicker. I've also added a turtle back here. He's right under that rock. And he keeps the magma creams that come, or the magma, what do you call them? Lava, blah, I can't even think of their freaking names. Magma cubes, that's it. He keeps the magma cubes at bay. So if any magma cubes come over here, we'll go back around to the other side and take a look. Whoops. When the magma cubes come, they tend to hop across the channel we've dug out. So everything flows down that direction, and you can see the turtle. He's right there, chilling under those blocks. there's a channel right where my crosshair is now, if you can see it. Things are falling into it. And the magma cubes tend to jump over that channel to that little ledge on the other side. So to correct this, because they consume part of my entities by being spawned and just sitting there never dying. Not only that, they tend to slow down the speed at which all the other mobs can pass through. So to correct that, we just set a little turtle right there with the conveyor belts pointing out from him. He sits one block back, smacks anything that gets near him. If he kills it, the items fall onto the tracks and get carted over to our mob trap anyway. And we're getting a lot of magma creams now. All you guys need to come down here and die right quick. Let's go. Come on. Come with me. Occasionally I'm still opening this thing up and letting the blazes from up top come down and die, but honestly it's a little pointless at this point in time because I have like 30,000 blaze rods stockpiled at the moment. I'm not going to be using them anytime soon unless I happen to like stick them into a boiler or something like that just to generate a crap ton of steam, or I could run my quarry off of it, something like that. And I still wouldn't run out anywhere remotely soon. So for the time being, not overly concerned about the blazes up there being cut off. All these guys are mad because they got smacked by the turtle upstairs, so they tend to catch on fire now and die a little slower. Anyway, let's close that back up. My glass probably just got stolen, didn't it? Yep. I don't have any music bots. I'm sorry there, Ermagerd. But it's a good attempt at trying to get some YouTube vids played or something. I don't have any music license, so I don't play any music during my streams or my Let's Plays. Okay, well, that was this is kind of a catch-up episode on what's been going on and what I'm going to be doing for you guys on YouTube. For everybody on the stream, we're about to go have some fun. We're going to be building that, what was it called? We've already got the nuclear fun stuff. Big reactor. We are going to have to build the thermal centrifuge. So I'm going to be getting that set up. I've already kind of started on it. I need to go find all the components for that. And we'll be making that probably in the next episode. We'll get that nuclear generator up and running so that it can start making me some depleted uranium cells. And yeah, fun for everyone. Anywho, you guys on YouTube, thanks for watching. Uh-oh. Whew. If you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more, subscribe. Obviously, you'll get notifications of when my videos are posted, and if you happen to be watching my video when my stream goes live, it will tell you. My videos go live every night at 7 p.m. Central, and I stream every night at 9. You know the spiel. Catch you guys next time. Laters.